I want to make this extremely clear. This is 100% my own opinion, and I know I've said that in almost every single video like this, but I 100% mean it this time. So for any fans of film theory, and don't worry, I won't bash his other 3 channels, just this one. If you're not comfortable with me ranting about this channel, then I heavily advise you to click off the video. Now, I will try and stay calm through this, but if I raise my voice at least a little bit, then I want you all to understand where I'm coming from with this. But otherwise, let's talk about film theory and why I actually lost all my hope with them. So let's go back to the past before we talk about what happened currently. I actually started getting into MatPat because of his game theory channel, which I do still to this day care about. Sure, I don't watch his videos that much anymore on that channel, but I have never once had a bad experience with it. Now, I don't exactly remember when I got into his channel. Maybe it was 2019 or 2020, I don't really remember, but I've been with his channel for at least close to 5 years. And I actually did check out his film theory channel around that time too. As time went on, I had nothing but respect for this channel. Well, both of them really. And then when food theory came out, I loved it. And to this day, I still care about it. For style theory that came out a few years ago, I do still care about it, but I just don't really watch it that much. But still a neat idea nonetheless. And again, like I mentioned, as time went on, I cared about the style, food, and game theories, but film theory wasn't getting bad, but just not really anything for me to check out that was like super important or anything. The only film theory videos I could possibly recall remembering before I started hitting your channel were maybe 2 or 3 backroom theory videos. I think there's at least 4 of them, I'm not sure. And I would say maybe 90% of the Rick and Morty content, but otherwise that's about it. And everything was fine until 2023. When I was still subscribed to this channel because of how much I cared about it, until I got the YouTube notification that they made their first Bluey video, I disliked it immediately. And I actually did do a reaction on Instagram, and I hated every single fucking second of it. And from that day forward, I never had the same experience with this channel again. Now, I'm not kidding when I say this, but I actually quickly resubscribed to that channel, not because I cared about it, but I want to make sure of the content they upload. If I get a video that doesn't really appeal or affect me that much, then I'll just brush it off. But if it does, I have to criticize it immediately. Ever since that Bluey theory, well, the first one, I didn't care about whatever videos came out afterwards. And no kidding, they made a second one, which I didn't even watch. I'm not kidding, I don't want to watch it. Now, I'm not kidding. No, seriously, I'm not kidding. When I first found out the day that I found out they made a second Bluey theory, I gave that video the middle finger on Instagram. No, I'm not kidding. That post didn't get taken down or anything. It's still up on my Instagram channel. And I want to let you all know how much this channel pissed me off. All the respect, interesting amount of content I've had was all gone. Now, film theory isn't completely terrible. There are still a few videos I actually do still genuinely care about. In fact, here are 2 good examples. Both videos about the boiled one. In fact, when the second video got uploaded a few months ago, I didn't even realize that this was their second video and not their first video. And honestly, I'm genuinely interested in it because I like Dr. Nowhere a lot. He makes really good analog horror, and I love the boiled one. Hey, I bought his plushie on Makeship after all. Although, I stopped halfway through, not because it was bad, but I wanted to check out something else. But see, that's proof right there that you can actually have something genuinely interesting. Now, there are other videos, like so many other videos that I could mention that I don't really give a shit about, like the chicken nugget theories or the Amazing Digital Circus. I don't really care about them, honestly. There was even one My Hero Academia one or 2 that I didn't care about. But because Film Theory made 2 videos about my favorite series, do I even need to explain how that pisses me off? If anyone doesn't know, I absolutely despise Bluey theories, with maybe one exception, but I can't think of it right now. And, you know, I was thinking maybe this could be actually a good idea, but it ended up being a huge flop to me. Now, they did pull this stunt before with another kids show, Sesame Street, and that theory was actually great. It came out, I think, around a year ago, but it was actually pretty fun to watch. So if MatPat, before he left, by the way, which I looked at too, if he could pull something like that off, then I don't think he could pull that off for Bluey. In fact, the day I'm making this audio recording, I was really hesitant to see this, But I checked out only 8 minutes of his Smiley Friends video, and I stopped halfway through. I didn't like it at all. In fact, I was actually threatening to dislike the video on my phone while I was watching it the entire time before I quit it. And yeah, I did dislike it if you didn't know. Now again, I want you to keep this in mind. If Game, Food, and Style Theory can actually make genuinely interesting content that I actually do give a shit about, then this proves that Film Theory, in my own opinion, is the only channel of the 4 that has gone far from grace. Throwing the good video, and I mean the actual good videos aside, this channel has lost all my respect. But Film Theory, just know, I'm subscribed because I'm watching you. I'm watching you for whatever content you upload. If it's something from a franchise I give a shit about that actually triggers me, I will criticize you, no questions asked, immediately. Even if I have the need to watch it, I will criticize it immediately. Again, your Rick and Morty content is something that can actually be done pretty well. But why can't you do that for anything else I care about that has triggered me so fucking much? You know what? I hate to say this, but MatPat, I'm glad you're gone. Cause we would have probably gotten an extra Bluey video or 2 by now, and that would have made me hate you more. Look, I'm sorry for saying something like that, but again, can you blame me for what I'm trying to say here? For all the crap that I had to deal with in terms of videos where I had a problem with, I want you all to see my point. Because I want you all not to hate this guy too, even though that's your own choice. I want you all to understand my point of view. If you can understand that, then thank you. If you can't, then I have to ask you to calm down. I know all 4 of these channels have such a big fan base and they are very popular. Again, this is the only channel that has fallen from grace. Game Theory, I still care about. Food Theory, I still care about. Style Theory, even though I don't really watch it that much, I still care about. And again, Film Theory does have some genuinely, and I mean genuinely good or interesting ideas, like the Boiled One videos, for example. And I just now realized they made a video about the man in the suit from Godzilla Analog Horror. I don't remember the name of the channel, who makes good stuff too. Which I haven't seen yet, but again, it seems pretty interesting. For analog horror, and maybe some series, this is one thing, but for something that is so close and personal to me, I hate to say this, but you crossed a line to where I have to confront you and stop you before you do any more damage. Otherwise, you're gonna keep getting hate from me and possibly other people I don't know. But if anybody hates this stuff too, then, hey, stand up with me, I guess. If you don't cross that path anymore, then I'm not gonna bother you. But if you do, expect me to give you a lot of negativity, whether I didn't see the video or not. Again, this is 100% my own opinion, and I want you all to keep that in mind this time. Because we're talking about a very big channel. Where the 3 other channels I still say subscribe to, Film Theory, in my own opinion, has fallen very far from grace. It has gone so downhill, in my opinion, that again, the only reason why I'm subscribed to this is so that I can watch whatever content you make that I have to criticize you for. If you do make a video that doesn't bother me, then I'll leave it alone. But if it's a video that gives me bad vibes by just a notification, then you can already tell I hate it. Now, I know some people could just say, you know, this theory stuff isn't really for you, and, you know, I could understand where you're coming from. But again, this channel has made good stuff in the past before I hated it. Keep that in mind. And even today, this channel can make somewhat decent content, at least. Otherwise, unless a video comes up where I have to mention it, I don't ever touch Film Theory anymore in the slightest. Now, before I go and leave this video to a close, I will understand that this video will be very controversial because some people in the comments, if I get any, will definitely disagree with me. And, well, I can understand why, but again, can you just hear me out here? After everything I've said in this video so far, before anybody comments and, you know, just stops right here, just please hear me out on everything I discuss in this video. And this channel I know has a lot of fans and subscribers, technically myself included, but I'm just more or less keeping an eye on everything to make sure there's no videos that trigger me. If a Film Theory fan watches this, or actually let me take that back. If a Film Theory fan finds this video and they don't even watch it and yet comment on it, they didn't even listen to me. But for everyone still watching this and not exactly wanting to, you know, make this video get terminated or something, then I thank you for just hearing me out here. Then again, I did give you all a warning before I actually started making this video. And again, this is just my own opinion. If you still love Film Theory, then that's fine. And at least you can enjoy this stuff way more than I can. But for me, I can't give this channel the same respect anymore. The other 3 channels are still good in my opinion, but for Film Theory in particular, I don't care. I'm not saying this channel needs to die or fuck off or anything. Again, there's some good stuff here. But unless something does pop up where it gives me attention, I'm not even touching this channel anymore. Anyway, I think I've ranted long enough, and I don't want this video to be more than an hour or something. So if any film theory fans are actually watching this and they aren't really happy about me talking about this stuff, then I want you all to know I'm not trying to talk about you specifically. Hell, some of my friends are probably even subscribed to this channel, and that's fine. But for me though, unless something pops up where I will give it hate, I'm done with this channel entirely. Except the good stuff, I want nothing to do with this channel again, and that is why I hate film theory. And it's gonna stay like this until either I actually do regret making this video, and if I do, for some reason down the line in the future, then this video will get taken down if I remember. But if not, I will still hate this channel, and this video will not get taken down. Anyway, with all that being said, thank you all very much for listening and just making it this far. If you don't agree with everything, then that's completely understandable, and I don't blame you in the slightest. But for me, film theory, I am officially done with you. While I do still care genuinely about your other 3 channels, this one I am officially done with, and I want nothing to do with this channel again, except the good content that's actually still there. I don't even want to bother touching your channel again. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I will see y'all later with whatever we do next time, and that'll be all for now.